Hi, I'm Peter Strohkorb with another one of my life lessons for business owners and sales leaders. This one is for those of you who are selling multi-year contracts. So probably a service contract, maybe a finance contract. But something where you're not just selling a one-off transactional sale, but you're actually selling something that engages you into a longer-term relationship with your client. And it's about the question I want to ask you is about at what stage of, say, a 3-year contract do you think your buyer will decide whether they will renew the contract with you or whether they'd rather go out and look for somebody else? At what stage, the beginning, the middle, or the end, do you think your buyer will decide? Well, it turns out that it's not 6 months before the end of the contract. It turns out that your buyer will decide whether they will renew the contract with you or not within the first 90 days. Why is that? Because let's imagine the transaction from the buyer's perspective. They've probably had a short list of vendors, and each vendor has made promises and given assurances that all these beautiful things will happen as soon as they sign the contract. So the expectations on the buyer's side are now sky high, and it's incumbent now on the successful bidder that they actually live up to those expectations. And if the contrast between the expectations of the buyers and the actual reality on the ground in terms of service delivery is not matched well, the buyer will decide within the first 90 days that they will never do business with you again. They will not renew the contract and they'll go with somebody else next time because you didn't live up to the expectations that you've set. So 2 lessons come out of that. One is, don't promise things you can't deliver. Don't overpromise and underdeliver. In the contrary, you should underpromise and overdeliver so that they're delighted and decide in the first 90 days that they will renew with you because you came good on all your promises. And the second one is that if you do promise something, then keep your promises or even exceed your promises. So be very careful what you promise, make sure you can deliver, and delight your customer so that they decide that they will renew with you. Thank you.